Get Sunday Covered, your ultimate fantasy football podcast.
All right, is everybody ready? Yeah! All right, now here we go. A one, a two, a one,
Let's get it on. The Get Sunday Covered podcast is back. Cody and Jordan are back. And the guys, hockey is back as well. Listen, I get it. You're going to have to bear with us for a little bit. This is a football podcast. But hey, we are hockey fans here, man. Dude, I'm so stoked. I imagine, Jordan, you probably got the games on right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I should probably think about this. Like, this has probably been my setup for since we started. My TV's over here, like, put it somewhere over here so it's like it's not as obvious. I'm trying to sync the game in while we're doing this.
just be the eye shift every now and then.
Yeah, and it's I mean, just the month of October for sports in general is, I know I said this in the past, is the best month for sports. Like, everything is going on, like,
Yep.
everything. So I'm excited for hockey as always. College hockey, as you guys know, I'm a Colorado College season ticket holder. So I actually went to them this past weekend. They started NHL starting tonight. It's like college basketball starts, NBA, like everything's getting going. But like, yeah, let's go. Like, I love hockey. Like, yeah, I love football, but
Oh yeah, dude.
I love hockey.
Yep, same here. And just like since you went ahead and plugged it, the college hockey, man. Quick shout out, Noah Laba, CC alum, man. Got his start tonight with the Rangers. Let's go, man. I love to see it. I love to see it. But we're not going to spend too much time talking about hockey tonight, guys. We're going to plug it in every now and then just because we are obsessed with it. Jordan and I have played hockey together for almost 15 years at this point, maybe a little longer, honestly. But yeah, no Brandon tonight. He is also a major hockey fan. He is actually away with his actual job that pays him, so don't be mad at him. He will be back. But yeah, man, we're just gonna cover all the week 5 stuff. We're gonna get into some week 5 updates, talk about some of the stuff that we're seeing with our teams, some of the things that we're seeing in our league, some of the crazy stuff that happened throughout the NFL this week. Because I mean, you guys know this is our reality show, man. There is always something crazy to talk about. There's always some sort of weird storyline. We'll get into that. A couple of quick updates, hot takes, pick'ems of the week, and maybe a little special announcement at the end. I'm not going to give you too much, but we are going to touch on it a little bit. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Jordan, as always, I guess I can't say always, but once again, I do have a quick question for you to get this episode kicked off. Again, we just said it. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the NFL right now. Obviously, injuries are decimating not only our fantasy teams, but you're seeing it, for a lot of these teams that you thought might be some powerhouses. That's not turning out to be the case. I want to know, give me your opinion on which division in the NFL right now has the biggest surprise in your eyes?
Man, what a great question to start this week off. That's so tough because it's like you look at every division this year and it's like, which one truly is the biggest? Like, I don't know. Like, let's start with my team, like the Steelers. Who, like, that division, man? Like, if you're the Steelers, how do you lose it? Ravens aren't doing good. You got crisis in the Browns, the Bengals. Like, Aaron Rodgers, like, this veteran, like, maybe he doesn't eat avocado ice cream. he does Hayabusa or however you pronounce it.
Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Did
Maybe
you
he
say
does
Hayabusa?
like a motorcycle. So it's like so but maybe like that division's crazy. I think about all these divisions, dude, just in the AFC, like the AFC South, like the Indianapolis Colts, like what? Daniel Jones? I joked with my foreman, I was like, who should have been taken first overall was Jonathan Taylor. Like he was just going to have some sort of breakout comeback year, and he's done nothing but great for them. Shout out to the Colts. Shout out to Daniel Jones, Michael Pittman,
Honestly.
Tyler Warren has already done better than Travis Kelce. I feel like that was a question earlier in the season. That division's crazy. Houston was supposed to be the favorite. Jacksonville's still 4-1 in there. Like, what? Like, what are we doing? The Titans, yeah, we didn't think much. I mean, the Broncos, like AFC West is what? Who wins that? Chargers came out. Broncos are coming back. Chiefs, you never know. Or the Raiders, it's the Raiders. Like, I didn't care. I told you guys, Pete Carroll was coming there. Geno Smith was coming there. Like, so what? They're still bad. It's the Chargers, Broncos, or Chargers winning that division. Who wins it? I don't know. That's just the AFC, dude. Like, I don't know. To me, that's just the AFC. Like, I feel like every division in the AFC is like it's wild. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Obviously, there were favorites. There were, if you were putting money on some of these divisions, there were teams that were supposed to be favorites. Even the NFC, dude. The NFC North, like we talked about before the show. You said you got Detroit winning that division. Why
I think
can't
so, yeah.
Chicago? Why can't Chicago? Why not Green Bay? Why not Minnesota? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good division. Like, Chicago is better. I don't think they're going to win it. Can they win it? Absolutely. They come out and Caleb Williams and Roma Dunze, DJ Moore hasn't even got going for that team yet. And it's like, I don't know. That division's wild to me.
Okay, let's stick with that one real fast then. Let's go
Right.
NFC North, and I will give you my opinion on that. Here's why the Bears can't win it, in my opinion. I agree with you. It's very deep and it's very competitive in that division. I do think Caleb Williams has the talent. And obviously Ben Johnson is a genius. Those things have already been established. However, as the first year together, I don't see a scenario where we don't see some of these first year problems continuing to happen throughout the season, right? So I think him, you know, everybody talks about it. You come into the league, you learn your first system. Obviously, he like made the comments about like nobody showing him how to watch tape or like what he should be looking for, and he wasn't getting the support from his coaching staff. Let's say in a perfect world, hypothetically speaking, he is getting all of that stuff right now. That is a lot to retain
Yeah.
in hopes for having a perfect scenario for that. I would just assume that there's probably going to be a couple more games that the Bears should win and could win, but they probably won't because they're going to be having some of those struggles. Now, that being said, the Vikings, Packers, sure. I think the Vikings need to figure out the quarterback situation. A little concerning to me that Carson Wentz maybe showed his age a little bit with his shoulder last week. I don't know if you saw that, but got hurt, came back in, didn't look awful. They won the game, looked fine, but there's no solidarity there in the quarterback room, right? How many times are they going to squeak out a win like that with Carson Wentz when JJ McCarthy is ready to go and they don't just stick JJ right back in there? You know what I'm saying? So then I see that same type of scenario with Minnesota, which don't get me wrong, I don't have anything against Minnesota, but are they winning the division? Not my opinion. No. Do they make the playoffs? I could see it. Sure. Early exit. Green Bay and Detroit is the toss-up for me. But the way that Detroit has been playing, not just on the offensive side of the ball, because I mentioned this on one of our first episodes of this season, that I was concerned that Ben Johnson was leaving, and I thought the offense was going to take a serious step back. They have taken a step back, but they're still putting up points, right? I am really impressed with the defense. Their defense is, I mean, so are the Packers, but their defense, man, I rostered them up in a lot of my fantasy leagues because
Yeah.
they're crushing people. That's why I've got Detroit in that division. But I think you bring up a really good point with that division in particular. I look at that same type of parity when it comes to like the AFC West. Let's talk Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs. Obviously, you mentioned it. Raiders are the Raiders. Sorry, Vegas. I love you. I love it here. Let me just quick side street. I will tell you real fast. Vegas, my friend, this is a hockey town. The Raiders are the Raiders, man. It is what it is. There's a ton of Raiders fans here. This is another one of those big hub cities where like you've got people from everywhere. You walk down the street, you go to the casinos, you go to the games, you've got jerseys. I don't care who's in town. There's somebody here that loves that team.
The Knights won a Stanley
Whatever.
Cup.
The Knights won a Stanley Cup.
Ovechkin carried that cup.
People here love the Golden Knights. This is a hockey town. So let's go ahead and take the Raiders out of that mix-up for me. Broncos this week, taking down the defending champs. Look great. Chiefs find a way to beat themselves, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. The Chargers getting screwed up with injuries. Their running back room is trash now for at least the next month. Justin Herbert can spread the ball around. He's great. But at this point, man, Broncos are looking nice. Chiefs might end up third in this division, in my opinion. That's surprising to me.
I mean, I could see any one of those three teams winning it. I hope it's the Broncos. I like your points. Herbert's good, man. He's never gotten over that hump. Like, this is next second year. Something about Mahomes, dude. Like, he's just gonna. He worked magic last night. This is Tuesday. He worked magic last night, Monday night against Jacksonville. I don't even remember what he finished, like 320 yards, like a bunch of rushing yards, had a rushing TD, passing TD. He looked good. Like, he was leading. I'm pretty sure he led the team in rushing last night. Like, don't hold me official on that, but I know at one point he was. Him and Herbert were both leading their teams respectively. Yeah, that's a wild division. That's why I'm saying
Crazy.
that's why I brought up all these divisions, because I just feel like it's just like, yeah, at the beginning of the season, there's all these favorites. That's just the AFC, like NFC, like rapid fire, real quick, like who you taking NFC East? Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants.
Eagles.
I want to say Cowboys, dude, because they're just putting up points like it's no one's
like
business.
crazy.
Shout out Javonte Williams. Shout out Dak Prescott. This is all without CeeDee Lamb, like George Pickens, Jake Ferguson. Yeah, I love it, dude. I just love it. NFC North, we already went over that. Cody thinks Lions, Packers, probably Lions, but I feel like that division's crazy. Like, especially when they play each other, like it's just bad things happen. Teams are going to lose you don't expect. NFC South, Buccaneers, Falcons, Panthers.
That was the easiest one. That's the easiest division here. Come on.
It's the Panthers, right?
I forgot. It's hockey season now. You forgot what football was like.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought we were talking about the Florida Panthers. Yeah. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield. Let's go. I agree with Cody. Buccaneers take the NFC
That's
South.
The easiest division here.
I feel like this is like AFC West to me. NFC West. 49ers, Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals. I feel like the Cardinals are kind of like the Raiders. the Rams are kind of like the Broncos. Like they're going to be there. They're going to win a Super Bowl one every 10 years, but they're just kind of scrappy. The Seahawks, I don't know, are kind of like the Chargers. Like they've been there before. Maybe that's more like the Broncos, but like I feel like the 49ers are the Chiefs of that division. They've ruled it. They've won it the past eight,
Yeah.
9 years.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I real quick before we move on from that, I want to give a huge shout out to our boy Brandon. Can't wait to have you back next week, dude. But he called at least to this point. I mean, obviously we're in a week 6, right? So we'll see what happens. But so far he's looking pretty nice because he called Pittsburgh in their division. He also called the Niners in their division. And Fantasy Football Today on CBS actually made a really good point. Like, if the season were to finish today, coach of the year, Kyle Shanahan, dude. Because look at
yeah,
all of the shit that he has had to deal with. Kittle's down. Ayuk never even started. Pearsall got hurt. Jennings got hurt. Now he's dealing with backup quarterbacks. Like, dude, and they're still 4-1, top of their division. Let's go, man.
CMC's been a rock for them.
Always. Until he gets hurt. And I don't know. Dude just scares me. I want to see him win a ring so bad. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, me neither. But he's good
So,
for fantasy wise.
AFC East. Bills just dropped one to the Patriots. Didn't see that coming. Patriots look nice, man.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if anyone listened last week, I gave my win for the Patriots going in to Buffalo. Drake May coming out with a W there. I
Yeah,
don't even
you
care
and
about
Brandon
the
both.
Patriots. Like, yeah, good for the Patriots. I just the way Buffalo looked against the Saints last week, and I feel like no disrespect to the Saints, but I feel like New England's a better team. Drake May, man, he just looks like JJ McCarthy. Go watch Drake May like video footage. That's who you want to be like. Um, they were both drafted same year. It's like, what's the big difference? Like Drake May just looks way more comfortable. He throws that ball around. He's got an arm on him, man. I like him for the future of the Patriots. Maybe the future is this year. Shout out to Brandon. He was running his mouth. I don't know if he had been drinking before we were talking before, but he talked about the Patriots rambling about 6 off after they won this Sunday night game. Maybe it is. Did you go into Buffalo? You beat an undefeated Bills team. You beat the reigning MVP. I'm Drake May. Like
Could see
I'm,
it.
I'm here. Go out and win that division. Like make a statement.
I'm pretty sure Brandon doesn't drink anymore, man. And honestly, the way his picks have been going, I might
Maybe
buy
it's
into
for the right thing.
it. So give me, like, if you had to pick one, what's the biggest surprise to you right now?
It's honestly, it probably is. Like I'm gonna do a combination here. I'm gonna do like shout out to both teams. I'm gonna do the AFC South. I'm gonna do the Indianapolis Colts and Jacksonville Jaguars. Like both those teams,
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
didn't. I didn't even think they. Everyone was picking Houston. They were winning that division. They were the favorites. Yeah, so it's Houston and Jacksonville. I'm not going to pick one. I'm going to say that division and those two teams in that division, and maybe Houston for being a letdown in that division. Shout out
That's
Tennessee. You're still in that division. We're not talking about you.
yay. That's a great point, man. Indiana Jones, also one of the coldest nicknames I've ever heard. Like,
Yeah,
that's sick. Uh, dude, we should have touched on that one more because that's a great pick. I am actually gonna go to the AFC North, the Ravens, dude. Wow.
yeah, huge letdown.
Wow.
I'm
Yep.
not a
It's
Ravens
that's
fan.
just I didn't see that coming. Not only did I not see them coming 1-4 to start the season, but also I didn't have the faith in Rodgers in Pittsburgh, man. So that division for me, it's on its head, in my opinion. And that's a perfect segue for me to move into our week 5 updates. I'll start this one off with, have your Super Bowl picks changed? I'm going to have to say, hell yeah, they have, because I did pick the Ravens.
I
I just don't know, man. Like, they keep up on this pace, they might not even make the playoffs.
I'm pretty sure if I remember, I did Chiefs and Detroit is what I did. If I can remember, maybe it's way off. I probably did Houston and like Tampa Bay or something. It was something with Tampa Bay. I think is what it was. I can't remember. We'll have to go back and look on that. Like, I don't want to be wrong, but I feel like I don't know, man. Yeah, I probably am wrong because they probably have changed.
And
They
people say
probably,
the NFL has no parity.
it's not the NHL, but yeah, um, I don't know, man. It's like Detroit, right? How does Philadelphia beat Detroit? They don't. Like they're gonna run Jalen Hurts over on the sideline too. Like
Man,
they went into Baltimore. That broke Baltimore. They're gonna go like 3-14 this year, dude. They just
no.
they broke their hearts,
Stop
dude.
it.
They went
Stop
in
it.
there and shattered souls. David Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs just pulled the Alabama hot pocket. Like they went into Baltimore and
Made
dude,
you
yeah,
question your life decisions.
yeah, they ran all over them. Yeah, I don't know. I guess my picks have changed because I don't remember.
So well, let me rephrase the question then. Who are your picks right now? Detroit and who?
Shit, man. Um, how the AFC, man, it's wild. Like, I'd love to see a team like Jacksonville. Like, I'm gonna go wild, dude. I'm gonna stick with the Indiana Jones, Indianapolis Colts. Like that defense right now,
Whoa.
I think that defense is so fired up from Daniel Jones and the offense. Like,
Yeah.
look, I mentioned Jonathan Taylor earlier. Like, shout out to I think Stefan has him in our league. Like, I joked about drafting that dude um with my first round pick, and I wish I did. Like, I had a feeling I didn't think they were going to be this good. But yeah, I'm gonna go Detroit versus Indianapolis Super Bowl.
Sheesh. That honestly, like, I would tune into that. Like, I mean,
It'd
I'm
be
gonna tune
great.
into it either way, but like,
It'd be great, wouldn't it? Like,
that'd be
yeah,
so fantastic.
Indianapolis, like they won one with Peyton, but it's like since Peyton, it's been like Andrew Luck was good, never got us there, retired earlier. We've gone through like 25 quarterbacks since then. Like, and Daniel Jones is here, our savior, a one man
Yeah.
wonder. Like,
Our hero.
yeah. What about you? Who you picking?
Man, I still I still like the pack. Um, AFC has really kind of fucked me up though, honestly. I would love to be a homer and say that I think Denver could do it. Well, I do think they will make a run. I don't know, man. It's just it's so tough. Like, Bills are always going to be there. Like, we should have beaten Buffalo last year in the playoffs and we got our asses handed to us, so I don't know, man. How do you even pick? Honestly, like,
Tough. Like
I could honestly
Broncos,
see.
and I think I picked the Broncos and Bucks. Looking back on now to start the season, I could see that.
Yeah, man. Like, I look at the AFC right now. If the Bengals don't get, or excuse me, the Ravens don't get their shit together soon, they're off my board completely for it. Like, you can't, in this league, man, you can't come in third in your division and then just hope to surprise a lot of people in the last 4 or 5 games of the season.
No, probably it's happening.
I think there are 3 teams in the AFC West that realistically could go. I think there are, I'll be generous and say 2 in the AFC East. Fuck it, man. Let's go. Broncos, Packers. 97 rematch. Let's go.
That'd be a great game. Like shit.
Dude, can you imagine the hype behind that? Let's
Yeah,
do it. Yeah, give me the Broncos, man. Roll.
That'd
Keep
be
going.
a great.
Keep learning. Like, everybody
That'd be
stay
a great
healthy.
game.
Yeah. Like, I think, everybody's calling it the signature win for the Broncos this weekend against Philly. I think that's great. They have a pretty scrumptious schedule coming up. They could rattle off, Brandon talked about New England going on a run.
Yeah.
Broncos could do the same. So, but what the fuck do we know?
That's why we're sitting here.
Yeah, exactly. Recording from our homes. Bye weeks are in effect, however, so we're not going to see over the next couple of weeks, we're going to start seeing teams that aren't going to be playing. Is that affecting your fantasy teams yet? Are you seeing anybody getting screwed up by these bye weeks?
I haven't seen anything personally. As you know, I feel like my team's just been putting up points this year, man. Like, especially in GSC Main, like, shout out me and Ryan are just like separating
Oh, you
ourselves
guys
from the
are.
rest of the league. Like, everyone was worried about Ryan's draft picks, this and that, blah blah blah. I'm scared. Ryan's winning the league. Motherfucker, how many points does Ryan have? How many points do I have? He had like 5 more draft picks than me. Shout out Ryan. I love it. Let's go. Let's meet in the finals. Let me win. Let's both enjoy it together. Like, um,
You guys are a solid 200 plus points
ahead of everyone else.
more scored than anybody else.
Yeah, and it's
That's
like, sorry, Brandon. I wish you were on here tonight. Maybe that's why he didn't actually join, is because I played Brandon this week and bet
exactly what.
him over the kitchen table, and yeah, I gave it to him.
Showed him the 50 states.
Maybe I like it wrong. um, so yeah, so for me, it hasn't been too bad. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen anyone personally that was like affected too crazy. I think most I saw was a person with 3 or 4 guys, but they
I was gonna
were able to
say
plug
I've noticed a couple leagues where like it's kind of like a trend for like people that drafted similarly. Like when bye weeks hit, you're down all of your fucking like heavy hitters, and you just got to roll with it because
just that one
uh,
week.
yep. Stefan even made a thing. I texted him on Sunday morning and said, "Hey, by the way, man, like you didn't plug somebody into your roster." And he's like, "Oh, I know." He's like, "I'm not dropping anybody onto the waiver wire." He's like, "I'll take the L this week. I'm not dropping anybody." It's like, all right. And then he did. But I do want to touch a little bit on what you were talking about with you and Ryan. Just throwing out there, man, because I got my ass bent over the kitchen table this weekend by Seven's team. He's looking sneaky good, in my opinion. And mind you, he has already beat Ryan. That's Ryan's only loss of the season. His team looks good, in my opinion. And he's got a nice little schedule coming up as well. So don't get too cocky, Jordan. I'm just saying, I think it's Seven's time to shine. He's spent a lot of time at the bottom. He is a reaper once again this year. I don't think that's going to happen this year, man. I think he's going to give you guys a run for your money.
I mean, I hope he does. It'd be nice to see some fresh blood in the playoffs to beat, and not the same people on my way to the championship every year. Um,
Shut the fuck up, Jordan.
I hope you're there, Seven. I
I'm
always
so
root for you,
tired
dude.
of you, Jordan.
Me and Seven were actually texting. I think we were talking about a trade maybe early on in the season, and how technically Ryan should have been 0-2 or 1-3 or whatever. I should have beat him week one. Like, I put up a good, or was it week two, whatever week it was, 1 or 2. I put up a good number of points, but yeah, it's I don't know. Like, yeah, I always root for Seven. I like Seven. He's helped me out in the past in this league, and he's always been a nice guy. So it's just like, yeah, I'm always rooting for people that are. I just want to. I want everyone to be. I just want everyone to be competitive, and I don't know, just have close games and make it fun. Like, yeah, do I like a blowout and not having to stress about a game? Of course. Like, if that's how it went for 17 weeks straight, maybe like it just makes it easier. You never have to worry about anything. But it's like the fun part is sweating it out a little bit on a Monday night game.
Yeah.
Um, you know, you're playing against someone that you need to score less than 15 and or
I
you're
only needed like 50 points from Mahomes on Monday night, man. That's all I needed.
you put up like 30. He had a great night.
It's not
Like,
enough.
he had a great night. You know the sad thing is if you had two guys on that team, there wasn't another guy in Kansas City that would have put up 20 to win for you. Kelsey had
Oh,
like
I know.
18, Tyquan Thornton 12, Kareem Hunt like 17, 18. There's no big other player. There's no Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Do you think Tyreek Hill plays again?
100%. I think he does. He's got too much child support to pay, but but
You're not wrong.
no, I think absolutely he plays again. Um, yeah, shout out Tyreek Hill. Like, get healthy. Like, everyone loves to see you on the field. I think he comes back for sure. Maybe he's a little bit older. He thinks about it, but I think he still has another 3, 4 years. He's going to pump out of him and play good.
Wow.
Whether he signs in Miami,
Really?
I don't know. I think the big shock is Patrick Mahomes is going to give him a call and say, "Come back,
And he
son.
goes back to Kansas City.
Let's win another Super Bowl." He goes back there. They win a Super Bowl. He retires with Kansas City. I think would be a fitting end for Tyreek. But yeah, I think Tyreek comes back for sure.
All right. Well, talking about going to the glory land. A lot of people at this point starting 0-5. We were hoping to have him on the episode tonight. He couldn't make it. It was a little bit too late, but I'm just going to throw it out there, man. Steven, we're going to put you on blast, dude. I wish you were here to give us some insight on this, because I will tell you there are a couple of leagues that I am 1-4, none that I am 0-5, but like rough starts, man. We've talked about it in the past. That is real tough at this point to come back from. Do you have any thoughts on that? Anybody in your league starting 0-5?
No, dude. I'm in 4 leagues with you. I think everyone else that I've seen is 1-4. Steven, shout out. You're the only 0-5 player. Um, it's tough, dude. The one year, when was that? This was 4 years ago at this point. Me and Steven started out
Both started 0-4. Yep.
yeah, 0-4, 1-4, 2-5, terrible stuff. We rattled off some wins. Me and Steven actually met in the finals. Um,
Yep.
I beat him.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was pretty incredible to go on a run like that. So
Yeah.
technically it's not over, but if you don't win next week, Steven, it is over.
It might be. It might be.
Um, I tried to make a trade with Steven happen, just didn't work out for either of us. I wish it did. Um, but yeah, man, that's tough. And I think he has the most points scored against him in our league. I put up a
By
solid
far.
number on him. Ryan put up a solid number on him. So it's one of those things where 90% luck, 10% skill, dude. The luck ain't on your side. You're just getting the numbers put up against you every week.
When I talked to him about that too, and it's like, he even said it today. I was talking to him. He said, "Dude, it's not like I'm not trying," but he's like, "What do you want me to do?" He's like, "There's nothing to pick up on the waiver wire." It's like I could trade anything, but if I trade, it means I have to give up my best asset. And so, I don't know, dude. And again, guys, we've talked about this on some of our other episodes, but like, how do you quantify that type of trade to say like, okay, I'm going to get rid of Jamar Chase and get, 2 or 3 in return or whatever it is. Like, how do you even know if that's worth it? And that's like, I feel for the kid. I really do, man, because that's brutal. Like 0-5 start. God, I would be full on panic mode right now. So good for him for keeping a level head, but like, good Lord. Lost Amari and Hampton this week. I know I lost Hampton in I think 3 leagues, and running back is thin this year, dude. So it's like
Yeah.
even people that
Bro.
do want to make a trade, they're not trying to give up any of their running backs because there ain't shit else out there, man.
Yeah, you ain't picking anyone up.
I mean, like, who would you? Like, poor guy, like Jamar Chase finally had a week for him this week, but his running backs, Amari and Hampton, who thankfully gave him a decent double-digit performance, but Woody Marks, that's the number 2 on the bench. He's got Travion Henderson, who hasn't been anything. Brian Robinson, who low-key maybe shouldn't be rostered at this point. Like,
He's a letdown. Yeah.
and I feel that in a lot of my leagues too, because and that is my biggest struggle in all of my leagues is where do you get a good running back? And it sucks because I feel like the pool of wide receivers that you can get, they're all very similar in the point production that you're going to have. Whereas the teams that are winning have the elite running back. So if you don't at least have one, kind of fucked. I don't know, dude. It sucks. Like I don't envy it.
I
I
feel
don't
that.
envy it. Um, I want to talk about Jordan. Did you watch the Sunday night football game?
I did.
Bills got dropped by the Patriots.
Yep.
Have you ever been to a college football game?
A college football game. I never have. I should just because it looks more intense than an NFL game. It's just, yeah. I mean, college
So that was
hockey
going to be
is a little bit different than the NHL one.
right. Well, that was going to be my question here. Is like I've been to a couple college football games, but not for like any of the big schools. And I watch all these hype videos. They just get my blood boiling and then tingling and like super hype for sports and stuff like that because it's insane. But I watched that Sunday night game, and the Bills stadium was rocking, dude, for kickoff. Like about that, love that. I look at the Chiefs when they kick off the tomahawk chop, dude, insane, love that. I'm just curious, like, what do you think is better, man? Like, you and I have been to a ton of college hockey games together. We've also been to some NHL games. I don't know, dude. Like, what's better, right?
I mean,
Like,
you give me a choice. Like, here's what I'm going to throw it out to you. Like, I don't even have to be a fan of any of these teams, but like, we're going like a Saturday night matinee or like feature game. Like, this is better than any NFL stadium has to be. I'm taking like Michigan, 110,000 people, Penn State, like 110,000 people, Ohio State, what, like 80,000 people. We're going to Baton Rouge, Louisiana for LSU, a night game
mhm.
there. Alabama, Georgia, like one of these SEC schools at night. Like, I feel like that has to be better. The parties afterwards are going to be insane on campus there. Like, some crazy stuff happening, but
Yeah,
I just feel
miss me
like
with
those,
all that, man. I don't
yeah,
want any part of that anymore.
I feel like
No, thank you.
I feel like the college games probably would just have like storming the field and just going crazy. I don't need to do that. I'd still be sitting in my seat enjoying the view. I'm not trying to run and hurt myself or hurt anyone else. Um, but yeah, I think that'd be cool to see. I think the college atmosphere, just it's not about the money how it used to be. It is about the money, obviously, but it's still just at college. Like all those other kids in the stands aren't NIL athletes. They're paying to go to school there and having a great time.
Right.
I'll
All
take
right. Fair enough.
college.
Yeah. Maybe we should get a nice little GSC thing set up where we all like get some tickets to one of those like marquee college games. Man, I
Big
think that would be
games.
sick. Yeah, I think that would be sick.
Just plan for a game. That would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
That'd
We'll
be
move it
awesome.
along a little bit here. Might be a shorter episode today, man. I'm looking at our doc and we're speeding through a lot of this stuff. We need Brandon here, man. He gives us a little bit of extra bullshit to talk about, but I want to talk about some of the stuff that happened in the NFL this weekend, aka specifically today. Flacco's heading to the Bengals, man. If you're a Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown owner, are you excited about this, or how are you feeling?
I've looked at it both ways, and I'm like, does he help the Bengals? Like, maybe his experience does, but I'm like, that offensive line is still not great, right? Their defense still isn't great.
Right.
Um, I don't know. Jamar Chase had a good week this past week. Chase Brown, holy my, he just
Garbage.
hasn't. Like, I'm sorry, Steven. Like, talking about keeping Chase Brown or Jaden Daniels, like, even Jaden Daniels, like, been hurt and hasn't been. It hasn't been worth either of them, but Chase Brown has been worth it. I think that the long run, I think Flacco's going to come in and help him. That's why I really wish I had Jamar Chase sitting on my bench right now instead of AJ Brown. I'd be a lot happier. But does it? Do I think they make the playoffs? I don't think so, dude. I don't think the Bengals are going to come out and they're going to have to score 35 points every game to win.
Yeah. Which you mentioned it with that O line, probably not going to happen. But if we're talking about it being beneficial fantasy wise, are you trying to trade for any of these, high draft pick names, the three that we mentioned, Chase, Higgins, Brown?
I don't think so. I think I think any of these owners that have any of those three players are probably going to try to sell high now, saying, "Well, Flacco's the quarterback now, Jake Browning, and this and that." I don't think it's worth it. I think if you got, I don't know why you would have been trading for Chase Brown. I'm pretty sure you had T. Higgins. I was thinking about trading for him just in case a scenario like this did happen. That I didn't think Joe Flacco. I thought it was going to be Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson would have been going there. Um,
I wish it was Jameis Winston.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, to me, he's like Carson Wentz, dude. You know, you might get a turnover or two, but you know he's going to throw for 300 yards and probably at least 2 touchdowns every
Right.
game, type thing. Um, no, I don't. I think at this point, no, you're not. I think to get Higgins or um, Chase, you're giving up too much to get either one of them. So
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Is like I feel like the window to trade low on any of those guys is probably past, just because that you do have those people that are banking on that being an upgrade for them at quarterback. Um, I am a Higgins owner. I am a Chase owner in, different leagues, obviously, but I don't know, dude. I'd be willing to trade Higgins, Jordan. What kind of say let's talk about this then though. Like what kind of trades are you making right now? Because we're in the point of the season right now where bye weeks are hitting, people are panicking, people are, like I need a week, I need a win this week, but these bye weeks aren't gonna help me with that. Like what kind of trades are you putting up? Or what's some offers you've made?
um, I've made a couple different offers. I don't know, gotten good feedback. People kind of willing to talk and do some stuff. I tried to get actually try to get Jamar Chase from Steven. I at one point I had 6 different offers up to Steven for a player with a draft pick, player with draft pick with Fab, 2 players. I thought more than fair offers. I actually made a trade. Kelsey and Shakir for AJ Brown. It was another receiver where it's just like, man, his stock's high, and it's like the Eagles have had 6 offensive coordinators in 6 years. They won the Super Bowl last year. He leaves. this isn't the first time this has happened to the Eagles. Like, let's give them 5 or 6 weeks. So for me, like, I think I was just at a point where it's just like, I, I even my bench was doing good. That I felt whoever I played from my bench into my starting lineup, where I wasn't going to get hurt if I traded for someone that I could sit on my bench for a couple weeks until I'm going to take a chance on AJ Brown and hope I might play him Thursday night and he goes off for 30 points against the Giants, a divisional game. I don't know if that's going to happen, but um, I'm always about trades. I'm always about fair trades and mixing teams up. And I have Josh Allen in my main league. I put him up for a trade discussion. I've had a couple. I've I've actually had a couple people hit me up on him, asking what I've wanted, and they made offers. I'm really open to anything. It's not that I don't want Josh Allen on my team. I look at my team and it's like, man, can I help in another position and stream a quarterback to week thing, or get a back, a second tier quarterback with another player for Josh Allen? I'm always open for trades. Like, I'm always down for mixing it up. I feel like every time I've mixed my team up or made trades, it's done good for me. I feel like it's always come out in the positive. I'm not saying that everyone's that's traded with me has had a negative effect on the other side, because I know that's how it hasn't been. I feel like if you're making a trade, like, obviously, yeah, look for it to help you. It doesn't mean it's going to help you right then and there. You might be in a situation where you can bench a guy for a week or two and see if it helps you later on, where you have guys that are doing good, outperforming what they were drafted, to keep those guys rolling and have someone sit on your bench to sell someone you drafted late that are doing good. Like Javonte Williams, I'm sure I could have traded him 5 times already. But I don't know. It's just, look at trades, man. They're fun. I think it's way better than waivers. Like, you're just mixing your team up so much. It's like, obviously, don't do stuff to screw you. Don't get screwed out of a trade. Don't let anyone take advantage of you or peer pressure you or anything like that. Like, if you don't like a trade, just like I said, yeah, it's fine to reject it, but have a conversation. Like, talk with someone. Like, like, yeah, I really do like this guy. Like, how can we make this work? Like, what do you want? What are you looking for a return? Um, which I feel like for the most part, and the two main leagues I'm in, like, that's how everyone is. Like, a trade offer's made, like, people are willing to communicate. It doesn't mean it always is gonna work out or go in your favor or go how you want. But you know me, dude. I've always made trades. Like, I've always
Oh
been
yeah.
open to
Yeah,
trades and fair to
absolutely.
trades. So
Yeah, I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, I traded Amari and Hampton for Quentin Johnston straight up, and it's looking like I lost that one at this point. I felt really good about it to start, and now I'm like, well, wish I had Quentin Johnston on my team.
yeah, which you
It's
can't predict injuries, obviously, but
right. Yeah. All right.
good trade though
Yeah.
at the time.
I mean, it got me a couple of wins out of it,
Mhm.
so I'm fine with that. But speaking of, if anybody wants Genty, man, I love Ashton Genty. Go
And what league?
BSU.
My league?
In my
Your
league, I
league?
got it. Yeah, in our league.
Oh yeah, you have him in GSC, man.
Mm-hmm. Gonna conjure up a trade here real fast, sir.
Think you might need a tight end. We could maybe do something.
I don't need a tight end. I got Kittle coming back, and I got Mark Andrews there. I'm fine. I'll take a solid 4 points from Mark Andrews every week. Why not?
Maybe next week he'll drop 20.
Dude, Mark Andrews might quickly turn into one of those players that I'm like, never again, dude. Like, I just can't. Like,
With the Ravens right now, if Lamar misses next week, you ain't starting him.
no, no, good Lord, no. Do you want to tell people about your little trade with, like, you mentioned your trade? Who'd you pick up for tight end to start this week?
So yeah, I make the trade Saturday morning. Trades 24-hour process review goes through Sunday morning. So I end up losing my tight end, Travis Kelsey and Shakir. which I kind of wanted to lose 2 guys because I had to pick up a quarterback. I ended up having a guy out, so I was able to pick up a quarterback because Caleb Williams was on a bye. So I had an open slot after trading these 2 guys. I'm looking at tight ends. I really wanted to pick up Tongas early in the week for San Francisco, but I didn't have an open slot, so I didn't do it at the time. Anyways, I picked up Darren Waller Sunday morning, plugged and played him, got me 19 points. Dude didn't even have a catch in the second half. Like, what a hero.
Dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Like,
Dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I love it. Like, Darren Waller, like, I just don't know how he wasn't. I don't feel like he's picked up in any league I play in except for GSC Maine, where I picked him up, and Tyreek Hill's going to be out. It's him and Waddle. Like, look what they did. It was him and Waddle that caught everything that game.
Yeah, and you know what's going to happen is everybody's going to go out and they're going to pick up Darren Waller this week, and then he's going to have 2 catches for 17 yards.
That's why I'm playing Dallas Goedert against the New York Giants, because I have him also.
So you're going to play Goddard over AJ Brown? AJ Brown going to ride your bench again this week?
I might have to ride him one more week. I'll ride him until he puts up a 20-point game, but I really want to play him because I feel like a 20-point game is coming out from AJ Brown. Yeah, don't ever be afraid about taking a chance or feeling your gut that you pick up someone on waivers that, like, man, this guy might just have a big week because there's an injury or someone's out or something, and it's happened before. Like, there's plenty of guys that week to week that are on waivers that aren't picked up, or they are picked up and someone sashes them on the bench and he drops a 20-point game, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great transition for me here, because I'm going to hit you with something that's not on our doc right here. I'm talking about trades in fantasy football. I'm talking about how shallow the running back pool is right now. The fantasy footballers brought up something that I think some of us have probably been thinking about to some extent. What if Alvin Kamara gets traded? A, where does he go? B, is that somebody that you're interested in? Because right now, he was outsnapped this last weekend. He's not doing anything. Interested in Alvin Kamara at all? Because I went through every league of mine this week, saw who owned Alvin Kamara, and I'm like, do I do it? Same age as Christian McCaffrey.
So I didn't hear about this. I do like this a lot. And B, I do have Alvin Kamara in our main league, which makes me excited. C, the team that should trade for him right now and give up, I don't care if they give up both running backs right now, is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow.
Give up
Really?
both running backs. I don't even know who that third string was, that Bashard Smith. Let that kid stay. Let him play with Alvin Kamara. I don't know. Because I felt like, yeah, right? Like,
Give me New England.
yeah, I would take that too.
Like,
put Kamara on the team where he's
Ramondre,
gonna,
send
where-
Ramondre to
yeah,
New Orleans.
and keep Trayvon
Let
Henderson.
Travion.
Yeah, be the heavier
Alvin
back.
Kamara.
And Alvin Kamara, yeah, dude, let Kamara get the ball like 15, 20 times a game with the team, like receiving, rushing.
So let's say you're betting on that scenario happening. Are you trading in fantasy for Alvin Kamara? Because I didn't really even think about this either, but I was listening to their podcast today and I was like, shit, like if he's getting out snapped, like that might be right. Like he's nearing the end of his career and he wants to go somewhere to win and go out, you know, at least with a shot, because the Saints don't fucking have one.
No.
You want to trade me Alvin Kamara?
I mean, I'm willing to trade anyone, but yeah, where does he go? The Chargers right now?
No way.
Chargers trade a running back and a pick, like one of their younger guys. I don't know, dude. I'm just thinking of scenarios like where could he go that's going to help? Arizona,
maybe, but he's not going to go to Arizona. The garbage can of that division.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Houston, probably split
Houston,
with
maybe.
And Woody Marks. Like Woody Marks came out and had a great game, and they barely used him last game. I'm just thinking of like teams where he could go. I don't even know, man. Like that's why I'm like, if them the Chiefs, like Kareem Hunt is fat and old, dude. Like on
He
that when
had 2 touchdowns.
he I could have scored both those. Put me in the game, coach. But when he tried to make that tackle and 99-yard interception, like he looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy diving and rolling around. Like that was an embarrassing tackle. Like Isaiah Pacheco, man, yeah, he runs with the heart of I don't want to say anything bad. He just runs with a lot of heart. Um,
He was Cam Scatterby before Cam Scatterby was a thing.
and like 60 pounds less than him.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't know. I just because I thought last year I was like, man, the Kansas City Chiefs should trade for Bijan Robinson and give him the ball 25 times a game with Patrick Mahomes, with Andy Reid. Atlanta underuses Bijan Robinson, but I don't know. That's why we're sitting here and we're talking about it and speculating. I'm not a GM. We're not coaches. I'm not in anyone's front office. Like I like to dream and make stuff up, but I don't.
Well, I don't know, dude. It got my attention because I'm like, let's that's all this is, right? It's all a gamble. Like, let's say this does happen. Dude, if I could somehow pull off getting Alvin Kamara in a couple of my leagues, and then that does play out, I look like a goddamn genius. Or the fantasy footballers too.
Yeah. Well, I have him. I did not know he was looking at getting traded. I've had him on my bench, so it wasn't.
I don't know that I don't know that there's necessarily like talks of that
It
happening.
should happen though.
There's
Yes.
speculation. Like at this point, Kellen Moore's taken over down there, like trying to kind of revamp that offense.
Get some
Like
draft
you
picks.
really want an almost 30-year-old running back there that's like, yeah, exactly. Trade him away, get some draft picks, give me a year or 2 or 3, whatever it may be, to like actually build what I'm trying to do here. I could see it.
I'd be all right with it.
Yeah. All right, let's move it along. We are at our games of the week this week. And guys, I want to start this one off by saying, please don't listen to anything that I have to say because my pick'ems so far have been absolute garbage. And in my actual pick'em leagues this week, not good, man. Like 3-11 in our GSC pick'ems league. Not good, dude. Like I am still at the top. Like the last 4 weeks have been fantastic. This week, dog shit. So you and Brandon did an awesome job last week calling out the upsets. Denver, New England, great. Good for you guys. Can we please move it along to this week, dude? Because I don't want to stew on that on last week anymore because that was awful for me. What do you got this week?
Um, there's a couple good games this week, but I'm gonna roll with uh sorry, Penguins just beat the Rangers. Let's go. Opening night. Let's go, Pens. Um,
Both got our Crosby going on right now. Let's go.
yeah. I'm going with Seahawks at Jaguars. Um, I feel like that Seahawks Tampa Bay game last week was wild.
Awesome.
Jags just beat the Chiefs.
Also awesome.
I feel like they're rolling and they're not even really playing that great. Like no one on like offensively, maybe besides Trevor Lawrence, is doing great on their team, like ETN. But like I don't know. I feel like that could be a really another good game where it's 35-28, 31-28, something
Wow.
high scoring like that. So who am I taking? I don't know, man. Like Seahawks probably should have won that game last week. Like Sam Darnold, like threw that interception, man. He just when it comes to the big moments and like the big games, like somehow he finds a way to lose it. I'm gonna go with the caveman girl looking Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence.
Hey, here's what I will say. I just want to show some love to Baker Mayfield. That is maybe top 3, if not top 5 favorite player of mine in the NFL. I love watching him play. He's got the dog in him, man. Go Bucks, go Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield. getting the win in Seattle last week. I do like this pick though, Jordan, because the Jags Chiefs game on Monday night I thought was a really interesting game, and I thought it was fun to watch. There was a lot of stuff that could be debated and picked apart. But what I liked from the Jags is, even though Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter aren't putting up like the major like win you your week type of fantasy points, I did see him throwing that ball down the field. And I don't know if that was just, part of the Chiefs defense, but there were a couple of big pop plays there that really got my attention. And honestly, man, I'm going to ride with the Jags on this one, being at home and going right back to doing that same type of stuff. I think Travis Hunter finds the end zone this weekend. I think they put it all together. I think they get the dub at home. Give me the Jags.
Yeah.
Brandon did give us his picks, by the way, before we recorded tonight, but I don't remember what they were. So hopefully he wrote them down. So I don't know who Brandon picked. But we're going to go ahead and say he picked the Bears versus the Commanders this weekend for his game of the week. I think it's a good pick. That's Island game, right? That's a Monday night.
I think
Is that
so.
correct? I think so, right? Double check.
Hold up real quick.
It is Monday night in Washington.
Yep.
Could be interesting. This goes back to a little bit of what you talked about with the Bears. They're going to click off a win against the Commanders, who just really stuck it to the Chargers this last weekend, man. I have a hard time picking against them coming back home after that win. Jaden Daniels, he's got a game under his belt. He's feeling better. Do we know when we get McLaurin back?
This week, right?
Is it this week?
I thought he was. I thought he was out. My foreman has him. He was talking about him coming back. He needs him to come back and do good. I could pull him up real quick.
Yeah, I've got it here. Could return in week 6. So
Yeah.
could return. I'll take it. We'll see how the rest of this week plays out. It's a Monday game, gives him an extra day of rest. Yeah, man.
He hasn't been doing much.
No hate for the Bears, man, but give me the Manders. Big win last weekend. Jaden Daniels is back.
I'm gonna.
You've got an
Oh,
affinity for the Bears. I can see it in your face, man.
I do, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I like Caleb Williams painting his nails. I don't know. Um, I don't know, man. I think the Bears, like, I think as the season goes on, like, I feel like they might just get better. Like Caleb Williams is, I think him and Roma Dunze are clicking. Once he gets it going with DJ Moore again, he's got 2 great tight ends. Like they got a good rookie. The run game ever like truly gets going. Like I feel like the Bears could do like whether or not they win. Like they're gonna put up points, dude. Like Commanders are gonna have to put up points. I think to beat them. Like I don't know. I feel like Ben Johnson's gonna game plan good. Help the Bears out. I'm taking the Bears.
All right. I'm here for it. I'm pretty sure Brandon took the Manders in that
Yeah.
one, but I like that take, man. I don't agree with it. I think
Coming
the
off
prime
of a bye
time.
week, also.
Why don't you click off a couple of wins in the morning games before you convince me that you're going to win in prime time?
Hey, they're 2-2.
Okay. All right. I will give you guys Lions Chiefs this week. Just talked about it. Jags rolled in, took the dub in prime time. Crazy game, interesting game. I think we're starting to see some of these parts and pieces fall out, right? Xavier Worthy was back. They're getting Rashee Rice back. I have Patrick Mahomes as my fantasy quarterback. The Chiefs are going to be the Chiefs and they're going to be fine. However, this is the first time in the last 5 years, 6 years that we have seen this kind of start from the Chiefs, right? Last year they went 11-0 in one-score games. So far this year they're what, 3-0? Or excuse me, 0-3,
Yeah.
0-4 maybe?
Yeah.
it's demoralizing. And I don't care who you are, professional athlete, you know, seasoned veteran, whatever it is, that shit gets to you. There's a lot of tension in that locker room. Chris Jones is pissed. You know, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are pissed. There's a lot of tension there. That type of tension, in my mind, does not breed better play. I'm starting to see when I watch the Chiefs play, there's a lot of things that like you don't normally see happening with the Chiefs. That fourth quarter play where he was trying to just beam Hollywood Brown across the field to get them set up for the field goal. He wasn't even looking for the ball, dude. He's like, I know Patrick Mahomes, he's not looking for me right now. So he just kept running his damn route. I'm just out here to like get the defender out of the way. Boom, nails him in the shoulder pad. You know, they had that play a couple of weeks ago where like Isaiah Pacheco didn't know which way to run and they're dropping the passes and shit like that. You don't normally see this from the Chiefs. However, over the last few weeks, it has been a trend. I look at this game where I'm like, Detroit's going to come in and they're going to fuck you up. And I hope they do. Give me the Lions.
You got I don't even know what's that saying. You took the long way around to get there in the short way. However that saying goes.
I don't think that's a real saying, but I'll take it.
Whatever the way, however that goes, where you said a lot just to get there, and I love it because I agree, man. The Chiefs, I think, are struggling. I already said the Lions. The Lions went into Baltimore and ran all over them, like showed their authority. I think the Lions are going to go into Kansas City and they're going to chop them down. They're going to run it straight at them. Shout out to Mr. Rob Pinkham with I'm going to draft Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, and I'm going to start them every week on my team. I don't think it's a bad play when you're putting up 30 points a game. Like, I don't think it's bad. Like, they have a good game, you're probably going to do good. You know, that's 85% of the time it's going to be good. I think the Lions go in there, and I think they win by double digits in Kansas City.
That's crazy, man. Who would have thought that was the sentence we were going to say this year? Like, the Chiefs look discombobulated right now, man. I don't know what it is. Like,
they need help.
They do need help. I'll say it here. I don't know that Rashee Rice coming back is going to be the difference maker for him. I really don't. Like, they look rough, and I can't wait till they play the Broncos.
Agreed.
Anything else for games of the week, Jordan? Hopefully I have a better week this week. I think we'll try to get a count on how we're doing so far throughout the season. We are 5 games in. At that point, we'll be 6 games in. It's time to get a count. So one of us 3 can have bragging rights. But I'll take this moment to remind you guys that basketball is just a couple of weeks away. So we will have fantasy basketball leagues coming up on our socials, specifically on Facebook. Find us at Get Sunday Covered. And you can find us at Get Sunday Covered on all of the socials, actually, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. And speaking of finding us like that, we do have a cool announcement coming up next week. I'm not going to, like I said, say too much about it, but we may have a partner coming in. We'll have a new segment coming up. Kind of keep you guys engaged a little bit. I know at some point, it gets a little bit mundane just listening to us talk shit. But we love talking sports with our friends and getting different opinions. That's why we like to have you guys on the show, things like that. But something cool coming up next week. We'll try to keep things fun for you. But in the meantime, like it, subscribe it. Jordan, anything else before we kick it off?
No, man. Always good chatting with you, and good talking sports and football, and good luck to everyone this week. And
let's go.
Drop a comment in there. Ask a question. Say something.
Ask a question. Give a comment. Let us know what you want to hear about, talk about. There's no shortage of bold opinions between the 3 of us. So I'd love to hear it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, it's the Get Sunday Covered podcast. Jordan, until next week, see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.